The Eagles' offense had issues Monday night against the Chargers. Jalen Hurts committed 5 turnovers in the 22-19 loss. Philly has now dropped 3 straight games. With Hurts struggling, Nick Sirianni was asked just this morning, I can't believe I'm saying this, about the possibility of benching him.
Is Jalen definitely your starter Sunday?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a possibility later this season, if he continues to struggle, that you can make a change at the quarterback spot?
No, I think that's ridiculous. I think, Jalen Hurts, I know every time I go out in that field with Jalen Hurts as our quarterback, we have a chance to win the game. And that's something that's been proven. You win together as a team, you lose together as a team. It's never just one thing. Every time I walk out in that field and Jalen Hurts is the starting quarterback, I have so much confidence that we can win every game and any game that we play and that we're in.
I can't even believe this is
where we're at.
We are with the Philadelphia Eagles. Kimberly Martin joins us now here on First Take. K-Mart, floor is yours. This is ridiculous to me, but your thoughts on what Sirianni just said.
I think the fact that he's even asked this question shows where we are in Philly. The fact that this is a team from the head coach to the play caller, their OC, to the O-line, to the running back, to the wide receivers and the execution, the quarterback. There are so many issues with the Eagles, but the quarterback is going to take a lot of the blame, and I think it's unfair. I think the fact that people want to see a backup quarterback versus a guy who just won you a Super Bowl is wild to me. But I'm not surprised. I think things in Philly similar to New York. I just think when the volume gets turned up, I think you're going to look for somebody to blame. And unfortunately, all of this to me falls on Nick Sirianni because they're not changing the play calling. They're not changing any of the way they operate this offense. And it falls under his watch. I think he's more to blame than the quarterback is.
Marcus?
Go ahead, Swaggle.
They had opportunities to make plays, and Jalen Hurts made a phenomenal throw to A.J. Brown in the end zone to score a touchdown. The ball was a little bit too high in the middle, but to Stephen A's point, A.J. would even admit that he needs to catch that and continue a drive extended. I understand the interceptions. I get it. I watched Matthew Stafford against Carolina throw 3 interceptions. I watch guys have bad weeks. Jalen Hurts is going to be the starter, remain a starter, and is a Super Bowl champion for the Philadelphia Eagles. And listen, I'm not crazy to think that you both don't know what you're talking about with Philly. I understand Philly. I played for the Dallas Cowboys. I know what this fan base is about. I know how they respond. I know the ridiculousness of sometimes what they talk about and what they say. But with all due respect to Philly's fans, this dude has just won a Super Bowl 6 months ago. We are 6 months removed from you guys hosting the Lombardi Trophy and him being the Super Bowl MVP. I understand that doesn't mean anything right now because you're watching what you're going through. But if I would have any confidence in any quarterback that has told me time and time again that I can get things right, that this team can play better, that I can play better, it would be Jalen Hurts. He came into the league under adversity. He played for a franchise that already had a quarterback they thought they were going to win multiple Super Bowls with in Carson Wentz. That ended up not working out. He was the second-round pick that wasn't supposed to play. He was the guy that couldn't throw in college. All of these things. He's built the right way. That's my point, Stephen A. I get where you guys are coming from. I understand what Kmart said, understand what you said, understand what Shrade said. But sometimes, can I just call crap on certain things that I hear? Now, if Jalen Hurts is going to play like this the rest of the season,
right,
and it's going to carry over in the next season, we can have a conversation. I have not seen that be a trend in his career since he's become the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm not buying into it as much as everybody wants to.
Well, first of all, there's a couple of things. Number one, Kimberly was absolutely right with what she was saying. But let me, before I get back to that, let me get to you for a second, Swagoo. All right? I need you to be a bit more honest. If you suspected that tugging on somebody's cape and messing with them a little bit could get them going, because history shows that the more adverse circumstances a quarterback is under, the better they perform, wouldn't you do it? See, the point is that, let's stop acting like Dear Abby here, okay? That we know they the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. We know he's a Super Bowl MVP. We know that he outplayed Patrick Mahomes in the first Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts has proven who he is and what he can do. We know that. But it's
so why are you treating him like he a baby? Why are you treating him like he a baby?
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm not treating him like he's a baby. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is that Philadelphia is Philadelphia, like Kimberly said. And they're going to tug at you because you really think about this. Fall back for a second. Stop huffing and puffing. And think for this for a second. You really think that the Philadelphia faithful out there is craving for Tanner McKee? So just pause for a second. Put Marcus up on the camera, please, because I want to see him. Put him up on the camera. Are you really thinking that Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia, is clamoring for Tanner McKee?
No.
A 6th round pick a couple of years ago, who, by the way, has some promise. We'll see. But the point is, of course they're not. What they're trying to do is say, yo, Jalen, what's up? By the way, 8 yards rushing. We know you run with the football much better than that. What's up with this? Are you telling them you don't want to run no more? You don't want to be that dual threat? We see you squatting 500 pounds. We see how big you are. We know you can take more punishment than a typical quarterback. We saw the throws in the clutch, by the way. Big time throw to Devontae Smith in the 4th quarter. We get all of that. What they're saying is, and I'm not saying they're right. Come on now. I'll criticize Philly when necessary. I'm just saying to you, right now, the urgency of the moment is what they're talking about. Ain't nobody talking about benching Jalen Hurts. You're right. It shouldn't even be a question that was asked. But it's Philly, and they messing with them because they know when you do that, Jalen Hurts steps up and performs.
Can I just add? I just feel like had A.J. Brown caught a couple more passes in that game, had another
we wouldn't be having this
touchdown not been negated by a penalty,
yes.
we wouldn't be having this conversation
you're right.
at all.
Yes.
That's what's so crazy.
Yes.
No.
That's we would not, Steven. We would not. We would be talking about good job,
That
Jalen.
question
See what
would have
happens
never
when you
been
get
posed,
AJ
SA.
involved in the offense. Look, Saquon is starting.
Let me throw something back at you, Kimberly.
What?
Let me throw something back at you.
Okay.
I get where you're coming from, but damn it, you at the NFL games every week. You've been covering the NFL for a decade and a half at least, okay? You're at these games, you know what the hell you're talking about. You understand? You cover this game. You and I both know, even though you're absolutely right, the conversation would have been different if A.J. Brown hadn't had alligator arms over one catch that turned into an interception and he had caught that touchdown pass instead of Cam Hart tugging at his arm. But Kimberly, you know what they're holding on to. It's that last pass. The interception at the end. You know that. You know that. They're like, why would you throw it to the cat right under? Why would you try to force that in?
So why,
at the 1 yard, why would you?
So why can't we say that's dumb? But why can't we say that's dumb? Why we gotta say that's
dumb?
Silly? Why we can't say that's dumb for them to hold on to that? Why can't we say that? For a quarterback, the reason why I keep bringing up Jalen Hurts' accolades is because you shouldn't think that you need to pull on this tug on this shirt. He's proven you don't need the tug on this shirt in order to play well. His best moments have come. His best moments have come when you've tugged on him. His best moments have come when you've challenged him and when you've questioned him. It's good as, oh, wait a minute. No. You can't speak for Philly like that, Marcus. There's been many occasions where we've seen Jalen Hurts, okay, where no matter how good he was playing, folks are like, how come you're not doing this? How come you're not doing it? We're pointing out there. This is when they were winning games. Kimberly, you know this. They were winning games. And everybody was saying, yo, man, why the hell hasn't he done this and that? And then he'd go out there and do it and said, you satisfied now? You satisfied now? Yes, they've done it before. When they were winning, they did it.
Tanner McKee, I'm sorry, and I'm sure he's a very good player. 3 seasons at Stanford,
he's a nice
6-15 record. He started 1 NFL game. Like, what are we talking about here?
But Shay, this conversation,
MVP. This crazy work by Philadelphia. Crazy work.
Shay, to your point. That's why, Shay, to your point, I'm having this visceral reaction. If you say, is Jalen Hurts okay? Do we need to figure out what's going on with the offense? Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts needs to play better. He needs to make more plays with his legs. I'm cool with that. It is dumb as hell to bring up the backup quarterback playing. I don't give a damn what Philly fans think or what the radio stations think or what the TV stations think.
Well, they don't give a damn what you think either.
I'm responding to
They
what
don't
they
care.
did. That's what this show is for. That's why we brought up.
I'm just saying.
I'm responding.
They don't care. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you as a cowboy, as a former cowboy. They don't care. As a former cowboy, first of all, they don't believe that you objective when it comes to Philadelphia because you're a cowboy in their eyes. That's number one. Number two,
and that's where they would be wrong.
Well, I agree with you there. I'll back you up 1,000% on that because you will be objective about your Cowboys, which makes me very proud. Which makes me very proud of you. I will back you up. Oh, he pulls up the. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness! I just saw the mug. I didn't see the mug before. Oh my God. Oh, forget arguing. Forget it. Let's go to break, Shay. I didn't even see the Cowboy mug. I didn't even see it. Damn, Kimberly, y'all didn't tell me that. I didn't see the mug. Oh, my Lord. I'm here with one of these cups, and this brother got a Cowboy mug. Unbelievable.
I'm
everything
objective.
I said, forget it.
I am
Just
an
forget it.
objective guy.
Well,
Okay.
if the Eagles keep losing and the Cowboys keep winning, you know who's going to have that Cowboys mug? Stephen A. in a couple of weeks, okay? So that's how this whole thing could finish out. Coming up on First
That would be
Take.
bad.